Let's talk about that feeling. You know the one. You're pouring more and more money into advertising, into marketing, just trying to get your message out there. But you're getting less and less back for it. It feels like you're just shouting into the wind, right? And it's getting more expensive to do it. Well, you're not imagining things. There's a really good reason this is happening.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? For anyone trying to build anything today, a brand, a business, an audience, you name it. Why is getting noticed so ridiculously expensive? And why does it feel like the more we pay, the less actual attention we get in return?
Well, the answer really is that most of us are doing, well, exactly what you see here. We're just tossing money into this huge, dense, totally distracted crowd. We're all buying ads in the same places, fighting over the exact same sliver of attention from people who are already completely overwhelmed. It's the default move, and man, is it an expensive one.
And this is what we call the visibility trap. It's this vicious cycle, right? We keep overspending on these super competitive channels just because, well, that's what we've always done. We're basically using old maps to navigate a brand new world. It's a losing game for sure. But here's the good news. There is a way out.
And that key, the way we escape this trap, is a concept called attention arbitrage. Now I know, that sounds a little financially a little complex, but trust me, the idea behind it is super simple and honestly, pretty powerful. It's all about finding those little market glitches, those inefficiencies, but not for stocks or gold. No, we're talking about the most valuable currency there is today, human attention.
So, what does that actually mean? Well, attention arbitrage is basically spotting the difference between what it costs to reach people somewhere and how much influence you actually get when you do. It's all about finding those sweet spots, those rare places where a tiny little cost gets you a huge amount of attention, just because nobody else has realized how valuable that attention is yet. It's totally undervalued.
And this chart really just spells it all out, doesn't it? Over here on the left, you've got your usual suspects, the big established channels. The cost to play there, super high, but the actual attention you get for your money, pretty low, honestly. But then look over here on the right. These are the new emerging channels. The cost to get in is low, but the potential for genuine organic reach is just massive. And that gap is where all the opportunity is high.
Okay, so we get the idea, right? Find the cheap attention. But how? How do you actually find these opportunities and, do something about them? Well, it's not just about getting lucky. There's actually a playbook for this, a system.
It really boils down to 3 key steps. First, you've got to be on the lookout for what's new. Where is attention starting to gather? Think new video apps, different professional networks, anywhere people are flocking to before the big advertisers show up. Second, you have to change how you think about content. Forget about making one perfect, super expensive thing. Instead, you pump out a lot of stuff to see what sticks. You're basically running a bunch of cheap experiments to get real data. And third, and this one is maybe the most important, you have to move fast. Speed is everything.
And this really gets to the heart of it. So many of us, we wait. We wait for a platform to be proven, to be a sure thing before we jump in. But here's the catch. By the time it's proven, it's too late. The costs have skyrocketed, the organic reach is dead, and that golden opportunity, it's gone. The real win is getting there before everyone else does.
So knowing the playbook is a huge step. But there's something even bigger going on underneath the surface that makes all of this possible. It's like the engine driving the whole thing. It's a massive shift away from what we used to call the social graph to something new called the interest graph.
This visual just lays it out so well. See, in the old days, everything was based on the social graph. That just means your stuff was shown to people you already knew, your friends, your followers. Your reach was literally trapped inside your own little circle. But today, the game has totally changed. We're now in an interest graph world. The algorithm isn't asking who does this person know anymore, it's asking what is this person into. And that means your content can get shot out to anyone who shares that interest, even if they've never heard of you.
And that, right there, changes everything. It means that how good your content is, how relevant it is, matters more than how many followers you have. If you make something amazing for, people who love underwater basket weaving, the algorithm will go out and find those people for you. Your reach is no longer capped by your follower count. It's determined by your relevance. That is a massive shift.
Okay, so we've looked at the problem, the solution, and the big idea driving it all. What's the one thing you absolutely have to walk away with from all this?
It's this, right here. The whole game is to trade on current attention, not yesterday's habits. You have to stop doing things just because that's how they've always been done. The goal is to figure out where people's attention really is. right now, today, and make your move based on that reality. You need to become a smart trader of attention, not just a mindless buyer of ads. And that really leaves us with one big question, a question for you to think about. When you look out at the world right now, all the different ways we communicate and market things, where is attention undervalued today? You're at this fork in the road. Are you going to take the crowded path, the one labeled yesterday's habits? Or are you going to find that open road where all the real, current attention is just waiting? The answer to that, well, that could change everything for you.